Welcome to the video, guys. Starting the video with this bargain. So, got these on Vinted. These are 2 pairs of Hokers. Got them in a little bundle deal on there. The lady was listing quite a few, most of them in quite poor condition. These 2 were the best of the bunch. So, paid £25 all in, that's including fees. Those ones there, a little bit worn. These are the Mac 5s. These ones should sell for around £30, £35. Because the soles are a little bit worn. In better condition, you're probably looking at like 45, 50. But the real money maker is the Mac X's. Right here, really lovely pair of running trainers, and the soles are hardly worn at all. So yeah, £12.50 for these ones. They should easily fetch around £60 to £70. I just want to say at the start of this video, apologies for the work noise you can hear outside. We've got our neighbour digging up their front garden this morning, of all days. I've got a massive sales video to do today, and they've got the cement mixer, the banging and all that, so I might try and put some like background music over just to try and soften the noise a bit, but hopefully it's not too bad in the video. Anyway, let's get into this Monday morning video. It's weekends like this that really remind me why I quit my full-time job and started selling on eBay. It's been insane. Mostly shoe sales. I've got a few everything items over here which I'm going to show you guys. These are items that have sold for like as little as £1.99, but as I mentioned in previous videos, I'm just trying to clear the backlog of rubbish stock and focus on the shoes, which are down here at the moment. And all this like cheapo car booty items, they're good, but they're taking up way too much space for the business. So if I can get them sold at pretty much the buy price, it's not really making much profit, but it clears the space for more shoes and more future car boot items, which are hopefully going to be of better quality than these ones. I'm just filming and I realise the sun is absolutely beaming through the door at the moment. It's that annoying low winter sun. I've got the light on here shining on me, which I thought was quite a cool little setup, but now I've got this sun here, which almost looks like a ball of light behind me. So it's not very good, is it? Let's try and get some cardboard onto the door just to try and get rid of that annoying glare of the sun, so you guys can hopefully have a good experience watching the video. There you go. Who needs blinds when you have a nice piece of cardboard? Anyway, as promised, let's get into some sales. So we really have been dropping prices just to get stuff gone. So I'm going to start with the smallest one that came in this morning. Oh yeah, so weekend sales, we've got 20 going out. That's from Friday afternoon up until Monday morning for me. I've only had one this morning, so it's nothing special. And it literally is nothing special. These, I think I paid £1 for at the car boot sale. Thought they might sell for at least a £5 or something. They're like a little free set of Minecraft books. The sale came in this morning for £1.99 plus postage. Next up, inside this little roll of bubble wrap, we've got these melamine like cup coasters for your tables and stuff. I'll show you a picture on the screen. Again, I thought they'd sell for at least a tenner. Paid £1 for them. They've sold for £3.50, again plus postage. And right here, a little Banksy kissing policeman mug. Again, car boot fine, paid £1, so there is still a bit of profit in there for me. This one here is sold for £3.99, again plus postage. So because I do plus postage and I charge £3.75, this will cost me about £2.45 to send through through Packlink. So there is also a little bit of money on top of that for me as well. So I take about, I don't know, 50p to £1 usually on the postage, so that all works into my profits. I think eBay charged 10% eBay fees on postage as well, so there is a bit of money lost, there is a bit of money gained on postage, but yeah, as you know, I get all my boxes for free, so it's not really too much of a big deal for me. But as I mentioned, gets it gone, gets a little bit of money in the bank, and that's the whole purpose for these little sales. Next season at the car boot, I really don't want to be picking up this sort of stuff. I want to be picking up the best of the best. I'll still be doing Vinted all the way through the car boot season as well, so picking up quality shoes, quality footwear, as well as the big bulky electronics and whatnot from the car boot sales. And next up, we've got this Swan casserole dish. So if you know Swan, they make the teas maids. They made this casserole dish. It sold for £5 plus postage. Again, a bit of profit in there for me. I did only pay £1 at the car boot, so nothing amazing, but again, a little bit of profit. And this next sale, extremely random. I saw them in a box, picked them up. I think I paid about £4 all in. I got 2 of these here, which are gun holsters for your belt. So again, very, very random. I got 2 of these, and they sort of like military belt sort of thing. Didn't sell for much. It's only sold for £5.99. I believe the other one sold for about 15 quid. So it's still pure profit, but yeah, bit of a random one to look out for. And next up, again, I thought this would sell for a lot more money. It's actually been sat on the shop for over a year now. It's a Red Bull Racing F1 cap made by Puma. So obviously we know how big F1 is at the moment with the whole Netflix series and all that. But for some reason, nobody wanted this red ball cap. So I actually accepted a lowball offer of £6 on it just to get it gone. But again, bit of profit. I think I paid like £2 or £3 at the car boot, so whatever. And finally, for the everything items that I've sold over the weekend, this one here, which is a first edition Nido King. It's not a first edition, it's just a base set Nido King, and it's sold for £20 plus postage. So not too bad. I paid £1 for this whole bundle of Pokemon cards. Actually made really good profit out of them because I picked out all the best ones, really. If you know Pokemon, there were a few EX cards in there, a few base set like this, just a few older cards from like sort of mid 2000s, and a few of the older 99 ones from, yeah, the original base set. Unfortunately not Shadowless, not first edition, but whatever. Sold for 20 quid. Tell a lie though, I actually switched this for the one that was in my binder. This is my own Nido King, but the one I found at the car boot was so minty fresh. It had like a little few nicks on the back of whitening, but my one had a few more, so I switched them round, sold this one for 20 quid, and I kept the good one for myself. If you guys ever want to see my sort of Pokemon card collection, comment it below and I'll try and do a little random video on it, but it's nothing too amazing. I haven't really got any first editions or super expensive cards, but I do have quite a full set, so yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Right then, the moment you've all been waiting for. So this weekend we've managed to do around £500 in shoe sales alone, and this is exactly why I buy and sell pre-owned shoes. I know for the videos that you guys watch it may not be the most entertaining, but I've got to keep content up. Obviously I had shoes left over from last car boot season which I've been selling, so I've been dropping the prices on them, and that's where these two come in. We've sold these two pairs of Vans, so I think this one sold for like £6.19 and these ones here sold for like £7.29 plus postage on both, so I would have paid I think £2 or £3 for these ones here. They're like a purple lace one, and then sort of colourful checkered one here, which I think owe me like £2. So not massive profits, but still profit at the end of the day, and again clears the stock. Hopefully the buyers are happy with them. So I'm going to try and work my way up from the smallest sales to the biggest as always. So these Converse right here, they're like a leopard sort of print platform style. I had them up for 30 quid and somebody offered £24. They're not in the best condition or anything. £24 plus postage. I think on Vinted I only paid £5, so plus the fees, probably £8.50, and selling for 24 quid on eBay gets them gone. They, like I said, they've been sat around for about 2 months, weren't the most popular style or anything, so again, quite happy to get them gone, get that quick money back in the bank. And as you saw from last video, these Adidas Gazelles, which are a dark grey colour, although a lot of people on eBay seem to think they're blue because of my lights I use. Obviously I use these big lights here. They kind of make them show up like a blue sort of colour in the photos. So I had a few messages saying, are these blue? And they clearly say dark grey in the description, in the title. And to be honest, in the photos, I believe they look dark grey anyway. So we'll wait and see what happens with these ones. They've sold for £32.99, paid £5 plus the fees again on Vinted. So once again, just like the Converse, around about £8.50 all in. Quick turnaround, sold within a few days of listing. And next up, probably one of the weirder shoes to sell on Vinted. They're like gloves for the feet, so you stick your little toes into all these little toe holes. Yeah, these are a pair of Vibram 5 fingers. Really nice clean condition. Unfortunately there's a little bit of peeling around the toes, so they didn't fetch the sort of money that I would usually get, which is around £40 to £45. These ones here I accepted a lower offer of £34. Paid £10 on Vinted, so around £13.50 all in, so not too bad. So yeah, plenty of money to be made in these. I can't really believe people actually put their feet into sort of barefoot trainers that other people are going to wear, but people are weird, and if they see a bargain, they're going to buy it. I believe brand new, these things probably retail in the shops for around the sort of £70, £80 mark. So my plan of reaching my average sale price and getting that up there is definitely working. The next sets of shoes we have are all over the £40 mark in sale. They're either 40 or above from now on. So the next set is these here, which are a pair of Adidas Gazelles. So these are actually brand new in the box from the year, I don't know, 2013 or something. Cool colourway, not the best of sizes. I think they're about a size 5 or 6. Got the laces on there and everything like that. Got the original box. Paid £10 and it was a free postage snipe on Vinted once again with the Vinted buyer protection fee, so about £11 or £11.50 or something, but absolute bargain still. They were sat on the shop for around 50 to 60 quid, but for quite a while, so I had an offer come in of £40 and I accepted that straight away. 40 quid, clears the space, absolutely nothing to grumble at, still a lovely sale. And the next two shoes also happen to be Adidas. So the next pair here, you would have seen these in quite a few videos before. Oh, just the basic Adidas Samba blue suedes. Really nice clean condition once again. These ones have sold for £40 plus postage. They're just a basic size 11 Adidas Samba from the year 2016. So getting on to 8 years now as well, so pretty old. But as you can see, hardly worn at all. You've still got the print on the inside. If you see these on Vinted, they're usually quite beaten up, but if you do manage to see them in good condition and the price is right, make sure you click that buy button. And the next pair, a little bit higher in price, but only by 49p. These ones here, a really nice clean pair of Adidas Beckenbauer all-rounds. So I think, what's his name, Franz Beckenbauer, I believe he was like a football player back in the day. If they're in good condition, usually around 35 upwards to around, I've seen some selling for like 50, 60 quid before. All depends on condition. I've just realised I've managed to skip a £40 pair of shoes. So these ones here, I saw them for £10 on Vinted. I knew they would sell straight away. I knew they wouldn't have any trouble selling. They did sit around for about 2 or 3 weeks, but they did finally sell. These are a pair of high top Vans, kind of like the Simpsons evolution. So you got the modern day Simpsons going into the sort of old school first few episodes or first season of the Simpsons, which is so cool. Yeah, these have sold for £40. Lovely clean condition. They were a bit grubby, but I gave them a nice little clean up, gave them a good scrub along the whites here. If you're wondering how to get the whites cleaner, what I do is just scrub it with fairy liquid and literally just use a microfiber towel and just put a bit of elbow grease into it, really scrub it hard, and that usually gets the white and all the little bits of dirt and stuff out of that. It just gives them that sort of fresh look. And the next pair, we've got these here, which are a pair of Timberland City Roam boots. Never sold them before, but really nice condition. Paid a tenner on Vinted. They've kind of got like a little magnet strap here, which is really quite cool. There you go. So it's got like a little magnet clasp there. There you go. £44.99. £10 paid, so around £13.50 all in. It's one of those shoes that you list it and you think they're going to sit around for ages because there's no soles or anything like that. Went and checked back a few hours later and they had like 5 watches straight away. I think I had them up for £49.99. Sent a 10% offer out and straight away one of those watches accepted the offer for £44.99. Right, we've got one more pair of shoes that's in the £40 sort of price bracket. These here are a pair of New Balance 327s. So I paid £15 plus the fees on Vinted, so what, £18.49 all in, something like that. Really nice clean condition. They did come with the original box. The buyer said they're in very good condition, which I totally believe they are. The only downside is he didn't mention that they are missing the insoles on both shoes. So I nearly went and returned these, but then I just thought, hold on, if I return them, I'm going to get my £15 back. If I try and resell them on eBay, I might be able to get a bit more money. So luckily I did. So we had a little bit of a counter offer war. In the end, we settled at £47.50. So happy seller, hopefully a happy buyer as well. Right, so there's just 2 more to go. These 2 here, my absolute favourite things to sell. You kind of got like action sports shoes. Got a pair of La Sportiva climbing shoes, which I did actually briefly show in my previous video. I said they would go for around £75. Had a GSP buyer in America offer £60. So when it comes to GSP buyers, I'm a little bit more lenient with the price because they're usually paying around £25 to £30 to get it delivered. So giving him £15 off the main price, it's kind of a good sort of incentive for the buyer to actually purchase the item. £60 offer from the buyer, had them up for £75. Happy to accept that because I paid just £8 on Vinted for these ones here. Really nice clean condition, Vibram soles. Yeah, one to look out for in the field or on Vinted, whatever. The majority of climbing shoes do sell really well, usually for around the sort of £25 to £30, but if you get the sort of higher end brands here, they sell for mega money. The guy can't wait to get them. He said it's been ages since he's worn a pair of these ones. He's been struggling to find them in his size for ages, so I'm glad I could finally provide the right shoe for him, all the way in America. It's kind of the joys of the job. And next up, sticking with the action sports theme, you guys may not know this brand, but I used to work in Evans Cycles way back in, when was it, 2016, 2017 probably? Quite a while ago. But I knew about this brand from them. It's Endura. So if you're a cyclist, road cyclist, mountain biker, you probably have heard of the brand. These though, they put them up for Vinted, I believe, for £10. But they're literally brand new, without the box, without tags. Haven't been worn. They're just a really nice pair of chunky, protective mountain bike shoes. They've sold for the massive full asking price of £69.99 plus postage. I did have best offer on, but they decided to go all out and just pay full price, which is always a nice little treat for us. I probably would have accepted something around £55, £60, but always a nice little cherry on top when a big sale like this comes in full price. So there we have it. We've got obviously these ones here, add them to the pile. That is all the shoes there, so pretty crazy. Got quite a lot of packing to do now. Again, I'm really sorry about the noise outside. If you can hear that sort of rumbling, fumbling noise in the background. They've literally just arrived today and just started digging up all the drive. I had a really good weekend of sales. I planned this amazing video. I was going to do, oh yeah, cool £500 weekend, but yeah, and then the builders come along. So whatever. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Hopefully I've made a good video out of it. That being said, thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.